We good? What's up, everybody? I'm your host, T-stead. Welcome to the set. Please like on your way in. Like on your way in. We have just a couple more weeks before the start of the 2025 NFL season. This will be your spot for all the detailed news, breakdowns, insight, opinion for sure. Expert expert opinion, if I might add. But please like on your way in. Let's get this show rolling. It's exciting, man. I'm excited being here. Preseason just wrapped up. Working on the getting prepared for the regular season in my first year not playing football in 29 years of my life. The last 12 being in the NFL. So this is uncharted territory for me. It is. Just being honest, man, it's and not to be any sob stories. I'm not sad at all. It's been great. It's been beautiful to watch these young men compete and play this beautiful game that I love near and dear. I have a lot of experience playing this game, a lot of knowledge that I have went to seek and learn throughout my process and throughout my career. So for tonight, we want to talk about the current situation, the current climate in the NFL, and that's cut down day, going from 90 man roster to a 53 man roster. I want to talk about who stood out to me throughout the preseason process from the teams that I watch more closely. Um, I got a big announcement coming for the show Thursday. I'll talk about that at towards the end of the show, but it's huge, huge announcement, and I'm super excited about. I'm super excited about the direction of the set, man. I'm telling you, we got some fire coming. Some is dope. All right, let's get right into it, man. Okay, so talking about cut down day, and you go through the entire off season and the entire off season workouts, OTAs, rookie minicamp, veteran minicamp. You take that break, then you come back in for training camp. And training camp is the live bullets. That's the real reps. But throughout that entire process, from April to today, you have 90 guys. It's a 90 man roster. You get a chance to be around some guys and you start to form relationships, man. You start to build bonds and friendships, and you hanging out outside of the building. You're talking, you're sharing stories. Training camp is a time of, isolation, really. You're away from your families because you're going from 6 a.m. and you're getting home at maybe 8 p.m. on a daily basis. That's the training camp schedule. Some teams may vary, but for a long time in New Orleans, man, it was 14-hour, 15-hour days. Miami was long days too, long training camp days. So training camp is a lot of isolation. So you get a chance to really grow relationships and friendships with a lot of guys on this 90 man roster. Fast forward to today. So you've been with somebody for the last 4 months, 5 months, and y'all real tight and hanging out, know each other family now. And then they get a call today. And not only for a lot of guys in the NFL and throughout NFL history, guys that's been drafted later rounds or undrafted, or guys that's in their second year. Man, a lot of them guys that get that call today or get that call this past weekend, they never played a game again. That's the sad reality of this time, this moment. So you go through the preseason, and now it's only 3 preseason games. So for a lot of those guys, the undrafted guys and guys that's drafted in 6th, 7th round, which make up a lot of the NFL, you get 25 reps, 40 reps in the preseason game. All 3 preseason games total. You get 40 reps, 40 opportunity, 40 plays to show what you can do, that you belong. Put something on film that will draw the attention of 32 decision makers, 32 general managers. And if you're one of those guys and you get called on this weekend or today, the vast majority of those guys never play football again. And then you have guys that you've built that bond with, and y'all talked every day and hung out every day after work. You never see them again. That's the sad reality of one of the sad realities of cut down day. And it's tough. It's tough. Guys that put in so much work, man. I've seen very talented guys throughout my career that I felt like was going to make the team. And not only did they not make the team and never played again, never suited up again, just because other teams not really sure what they can do. They had great practices, but only the team that you're on see your practice film. The other 31 teams only get to see your preseason reps. So if you only had 20 preseason reps out of those 3 games, it's a small sample size for the other 31 decision makers to bring you in. So I've seen a lot of really talented guys just fall through the cracks. But as these teams are building out their rosters, I will never forget, Sean Payton will always say, we got to find the right 53. Throughout the entire preseason training camp, Sean Payton would say on a daily basis, it's about the right 53. Not the most talented, not the biggest names, not draft position, not what school you went to. It's the right 53. That is, I would say, maybe 80% of it. 80% determines the outcome of your season. You can have a very, very talented team, a very talented roster. You look at every individual and you just see talent, you see ability. But they go out and win 5 games or 6 games because they're not the right 53. And I've been on some really talented teams throughout my career. And some have gone really far and some not so much. And the ones that didn't go as far, you start to peel back the layers of what happened. And it always comes back to the small details of everybody being on the same page, chasing the same goal on a daily basis. No personal agendas, no individual agendas. Everybody's striving for one common goal. And that's daily progression, getting better every single day, and then going out to win every single game without any personal agenda, any goals of yardage, and I need to have this many sacks or just make this many plays. Football is not the game for that. It's not the game for that. So when Sean Payton would say the right 53, I didn't understand it for some years. I didn't. But as I got older in the league and I really started to see how much the chemistry plays a part on a weekly basis, how much buy-in plays a part on a weekly basis, like that commitment that I'm fully bought into what we're doing, the scheme, the team. If you don't have that from all 53, you will not win in the NFL. Plain and simple. So this time, and teams are building out their roster, trying to build out this roster. Can't be the same approach for the Dolphins. It's not the 2024 Miami Dolphins. A lot of us are not in the building. For the Denver Broncos or the New York Giants, it's not the 2024 New York Giants. You have to build the 2025 product. That's hard to do. A lot of decisions have to be made. So we see, and I'm really getting into this because a lot of times through this process, we'll see what we call surprise cut. man, I can't believe they cut this guy. Or they tripping cutting this guy. Or how they gonna replace? It's so many other layers to picking 53. Special teams, probably the number one deciding factor of every roster. I would say 19 to 20 starters are solidified. 20 of your starters, 20 of the 22, that's 20 out of 53. So you have 33 other spots that has to make sense from playtime, punt game, punt rush, kickoff, kick return. So you have your 20 starters. You got your quarterback, your left tackle, right tackle, corners, free safety, middle linebacker. You might have 20 of those guys that, all right, I know who's one on this depth chart. But the other 33 spots, it has to make sense. It's Tetris in a way. It's putting the right pieces of the puzzle the right way. The right 53. Character plays a part. Drive and motivation plays a part. What you're after. You want the right guys. You want guys that's family oriented. You want guys that are willing to sacrifice themselves. Selflessness. You want guys that you want dogs. Now, don't get me wrong. Like we talk about the character guys. We want the right guys in the building. You want guys that's doing work in the community, family guys. You want all that, all those qualities, high quality people. You want dogs. So you gotta that roster has to have them. You have to have some dogs in there. You gotta have some ones that might get you a 15-yard penalty every once in a while because he had to set the tone. That's what you want. That's exactly what you want. So just going back to this moment and cut down day for the guys that were released today, keep going. Keep going, man. You've made it to your dream. You've played in the NFL. No matter how long, how short, you've done it. You've checked the box. And that is worth noting. That's worth sitting in that space, being present with that you had a goal to make it to the NFL and you've done it. You put on the NFL helmet. You've been in that locker room. You've been in the huddle. Keep going. And in this sport and football and all athletics, it's a short window of our life, man. I just played for the last 12 years and 34 years old, bro. I got a long way to go. A lot more life to live, a lot more to do, a lot more to learn, to know. So one closed door, man, opens so many others. So many others. Keep going. Never let your confidence waver. Never be shaken or moved. You've done it. You've checked the box. You've completed a goal. Keep going. So much life to go. All right. Some of my 2025 preseason standouts. These guys, as I've watched the film and watched games throughout the preseason, for me, that's what I pay most attention to. Like, we get into training camp, your starters, the guys that's getting paid the most, the guys that's been in the league for a while, we have an expectation of them. That's high. Like, we know what we expect from them on a daily basis. We know what we expect from them when the season starts. We expect them to do what they need to do to be ready. That whole preseason training camp, for me, I want to see the standouts. I want to see the young guys, the rookies, undrafted rookies, guys going from year 1 to 2, guys going from year 2 to 3. Who's taking that step? Who has taken that step in their game that they're here, like, I'm here now? Rookie year in the NFL is hard, bro. It's tough. It is tough. So we see the biggest growth. We see the biggest jump from year 1 to 2. Guys coming from college to the NFL, you go from your college season, college all-star game, combine, pro day, rookie minicamp, OTAs, vet minicamp, training camp, NFL season, playoffs. That's all your rookie year. That's your whole rookie year. It's a run-on sentence. So you see guys, and you want to see guys take that jump from year 1 to 2, and another one from year 2 to 3. But from 1 to 2, when you've had a real offseason, you've had a chance to really work on your body, work on what you need to know. You've seen the grind of an NFL season. That's when you see, yes, you want to see the guys during this time of year make that jump from year 1 to 2. And my first name on preseason standouts, Malik Washington. Dog. He's a dog. From the moment he came in to the building. I was his teammate last year, and although Malik was a rookie, he came in the building so professional, so sure of himself, so confident, and not in a boisterous way, not in a loud way. He has a silent confidence that's scary for opposing defenses. He's the ultimate competitor. Like, you beat him on a rep, you beat him in one-on-ones, he right back at your neck. Malik Washington, in my opinion, is special. And he's a pure football player. You know, he's somebody that knows how to play this game. And you find guys on the roster, you find guys throughout your time, like, he's a football player. We've heard this before. Like, you think of a Taysom Hill. He don't really have a position, he's a football player. I feel that way about Malik Washington. I think he's special. And he's going to be huge for the Dolphins from this year forward. He is an exceptional player. Another guy I've been really impressed with is Ollie Gordon. Ollie Gordon II. While I was at practice for those days during training camp, joint practice, Miami Dolphins versus Dolphins, I noted Ollie Gordon as one of the guys that kept catching my attention. Like, every day he would have a big run. Every day he was breaking through the seams, getting through to the second level, third level, and playing, bumping heads with safeties. Something about the kid, I'm not exactly sure, but it's something about Ollie Gordon that you want to see. You want to see more. You want to see him with the ball in his hands. He has that, like, pure running back vision. He's a running back, like, no question about it. You see a lot of other guys that can do other things. You can put him in a slot. You can put him here and there. Ollie Gordon is a running back. He's a workhorse. He's going to be huge in that Dolphins running back room. You got Devon Achane, who's incredible. Like, absolutely amazing player. He can do it all. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside the tackles. He can catch any pass you want to throw. He can do everything. You got Jalen Wright, who was going through maybe a rougher patch throughout this preseason. Jay Wright can play ball. He's a gamer, and he's a dog. So if people want to sleep on Jay Wright and count him out, I'm not. Jalen Wright is a dog. He's made of the right stuff. He's physical. He's fearless. He's hungry. And once he gets his opportunities, you guys will see. In my opinion, I think Jalen Wright, whenever he gets his chance, he's gonna make the most of his opportunity. I really believe that. But again, Ollie Gordon he's playing really well. Really well. I can see why he had such a successful career in college. Doak Walker Award, best running back in college football. Like, I see it. Another standout for the Dolphins. I'm talk Dolphins for a couple more guys, and then I'll go around the league with a few more. Aaron Brewer, dog. Brew don't get enough credit, y'all. He does not get enough credit. The things that he does in the run game alone don't exist throughout the league. No other center is doing what Aaron Brewer is doing on a down-to-down basis, on a week-to-week basis. He is bodying grown men on a loop. You see it over, like, I need y'all to pay more attention to Brew. And not for no reason, but just watch his film. That's it. I'm not telling you to check out highlight. Now watch Aaron Brewer's film. Center for the Miami Dolphins. The boy's a dog, and he's built like that for real. He is. Last one on the Dolphins as standouts, and we've had a small sample size of this. I think these guys played 3 plays together. That Miami Dolphins pass rush, man. Listen, that pass rush, them boys got me excited, dog. For real. Man. Then they added Matt Judon. I've played numerous times. He's a problem. The best thing about Matt Judon, he's not the fastest. He's not the strongest. He's not the quickest. He don't have the best moves. Matt Judon is one of the smartest players in the NFL. He is a playmaker. So he might not, you just line him up one-on-one with the left tackle and he gonna beat him 5-10 times a game. He might get him twice, 3 times. But when he get him, he's going for the ball. Sack, fumble. Or he'll drop in coverage, get a pick. Or he'll see that he's not getting there on the sack and he get his hands up, knock the ball down. He's just a very, very smart player. But adding Matt Judon with Chop Robinson, Jalen Phillips, Bradley Chubb, Zach Sealer, Kenneth Grant, Jordan Phillips. Hey, listen. Yeah. That rut, them boys like that. I'm telling you, I'm excited to see that unit. I really am. And as more teams have to block 4 guys with 6 and 7 guys, the Dolphins defense will be exceptional. It won't be anything to worry about on that side, on a consistent basis. I mean, of course, teams going to score points. They're going to game plan against certain things, of course. But if those 4 guys causing so much trouble, they got to start leaving the running back in and leaving the tight end. That changes the dynamic in pass coverage from the back 7. So you can guard 3 guys with 7 or 4 guys with 7 because that 4-man rush is like that. And we've seen teams use that formula. We've seen teams have that formula. Even way back my rookie year, Seattle Seahawks. That defense was crazy, stupid. But we know about the Legion of Boom. Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor. We know about the Legion of Boom. That pass rush, dog, is why the Legion of Boom was what it was. Michael Bennett, Chris Clemens, Bruce Irvin, them guys up front, we've just seen it last year in the Super Bowl. The Eagles. That 4-man rush. Sweat, Jalen Carter. That 4-man rush. They won the Super Bowl. O-line and D-line. The Eagles O-line, the Eagles D-line. Won the Super Bowl. That's it for my Dolphins preseason standouts. Man, can't wait to week 1. My boys going up to Indy. Daniel Jones is getting that start. And we want to see that pass rush. See that pass rush cause problems for him, frustrate him. They're going to try to run the ball quite a bit with Jonathan Taylor, of course. Got a really physical O-line up front. Shout out Q Nelson. Big Q. But I really do like the Dolphins in that matchup to start the season. I'll talk more about that on the set as week 1 is approaching. Other guys throughout the league, preseason standouts, Aiden Huntington. I had no idea who this kid was. I'm sure a lot of you had no idea who this kid was, or still don't know who he is. He's a D tackle in Cleveland with the Browns, number 66, undrafted out of Tulane. The boy balling. I'm talking about jumping off the film. That stuff gets me excited through this preseason and training camp and all that, man. Seeing somebody young, hungry, really just he's relentless. You see him chasing down plays on the sideline. And in pass rush, he's going crazy. He's winning multiple ways. They're running games and stunts with him. The kid might earn some reps with Myles Garrett. He was that forceful in the preseason. Aiden Huntington. Check him out. Another guy I was super impressed with, Kelvin Banks Jr. And I've talked about him now maybe 2 or 3 times here on the set. He's left tackle for my Saints, replacing me. And he has been incredible in pass protection. Like, I mean, I'm watching this guy, this rookie, his set, his feet, his hands, strike zone timing, staying connected to people, strong, small step, like elite traits. And I keep saying that, and I will keep saying it. He's going to have growing pains. Somebody's going to get him on a rush. Okay. It won't be often. It will not be often. As a rookie, he's going to be quite the player. Kelvin Banks Jr., I am a fan. My good sir. I am a fan of what you're doing. Staying in New Orleans for our preseason standouts, Torricelli Simpkins. He's been filling in, playing most of the preseason. He's played 156 snaps this preseason. That's a lot. Saints Pro Bowl center Eric McCoy hasn't played much this preseason, so Torricelli Simpkins have got the bulk of that assignment, and he's been stellar. You see him; he's undrafted as well, out of South Carolina. Saints look like they got them something. They got them a really nice player, smart, high awareness, which is what you want to see from your center. He's cleaning up. He's looking for work in pass protection. He's creating lanes in the run game as well. He's been a guy that has stood out to me while watching the Saints play. And lastly, as far as standouts, Will Campbell, 4th overall pick. He's on a division rival in New England with the Patriots. But I'm impressed. I've been impressed. I have been impressed with what I've seen from Will Campbell so far this preseason. He is a finisher. He is trying to dog you. He is looking to embarrass you. He's trying to impose his will. They told him at the combine that he got short arms, and they pissed him off. And now he's not playing with none of these D linemen. He on that type of time because they said his arms was like 32 inches, and he ain't like it. So he dogging folks. We got some fire young tackles in the league. And it looked like we just got another wave of fire young tackles for sure. Kelvin Banks Jr., Will Campbell, Patrick Paul. Like, we got some fire young tackles in this league that's gonna hold the position down for a very long time. But those are my preseason standouts. All right, what now? Preseason has concluded, and I've been around for the 4th preseason game, like most of all of us here. So without that 4th preseason game, it gets a little gray. This time period now gets a little gray. because teams have a runway now before week 1. Because at first we would have 4th preseason game, cut down weekend. You have a week off, and then you will have week 1. But now it's essentially 2.5, maybe 3 weeks before the first game. And that gray area, teams are filling out their roster. They're finding their practice squad, putting the practice squad together, because now the practice squad with the elevations, they're a part of the roster. So a lot of teams look at it 53 plus, I think it's 15 practice squad spots now. So it's 68 players. So a lot of teams look at their roster as 68, not just 53 anymore. So they calculating that, all right, who can we release today that we have a better chance of signing back? Like this guy, we have a better chance of him clearing waivers than this guy. Even though they both essentially made the team, if we release this guy today, he gets signed. He's gone. But if we release this guy, he can get through the waivers. Potentially, we got a better chance of him getting through waivers. We can get him back on practice squad, and he's going to play in games this year. So teams are doing that right now, filling out their roster, taking calls on trades. The preseason games is the only time that these decision makers are able to see these players. So they can't see practice outside of joint practice. So a lot of trades and acquisitions that'll be made will be against teams that you joint practiced against, because you have more film and more footage on a guy. So a lot of trade talks are going to be happening throughout this time. A lot of the veteran free agents who've been sitting and haven't been in camp, they'll start to get signed, mostly after week 1, because after the first week, you don't have to guarantee their contract for the year, all that, whatever. A lot of these free agents that has experience in the league, that has been successful in the league, they'll start to get signed. You'll start to see contract extensions get done, guys that's been holding out. I saw Terry McLaurin, he signed his deal today. Trey Hendrickson, he signed a deal today. A lot of these guys, and I really don't understand why the team will wait for the whole training camp to go by before we like fully, all right, let's get this done, opposed to letting the guy get in and get some training camp done, whatever. But that's what you'll see. Without that 4th preseason game and so much time before game day, the first game day, the challenging part for teams, and all teams, all 32, is finding that balance of practice, staying in shape, competitiveness, but keeping health as the number one priority. So during training camp, you take the training wheels off, you take the gloves off, and you go at it. You have to go at it. You smacking each other. You really going out there competing. You getting into game shape. But now you're getting into this window of, all right, this is the roster and all eyes on the first game. So much time before that first game, all 32 teams have to play this balancing act on how much we practice, the intensity of practice, the mindset of the practice, because, all right, are we still working on what we do? Is this Jaguars working on Jaguars, or is it Jaguars getting ready for 49ers? So you finding that's what this time is, and it's different. It's challenging. Starters get a lot of reps in this time because you have to get in shape, because usually during training camp practice, your starters may run 16, 20 plays in a practice. But during a game week, you guys are 40, 50 snaps. So all that, they gotta find that balancing act of getting the work in, staying in shape, staying calloused, but priority number one being health. So that window right now, it makes it tough. Okay. So I got a major announcement. Major announcement. For those that tuned in to the set last week, I talked about the format of the regular season and how I'll be identifying the big matchups on the O-line and D-line who we should be paying attention to. So I had, for instance, Patrick Paul versus Josh Hines Allen and Trayvon Walker. I had Penei Sewell versus Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson. So for week 1, we will be getting into those matchups, breaking it down, really diving into the preview of it, how each guy's playing, and what I believe their game plan will be against each other. And then the game will happen. We'll come back, talk about it. We'll get detailed breakdown. We'll talk technique, fundamentals, assignment, who won and lost the battle, all those good things. So the set, we will be once week 1 start, I'm telling you, we rolling. So the announcement that I want to make is a guy that is coming on the show Thursday night, the set, dropping at 7 p.m. We have a real legend coming to join me on this set. And season haven't even started yet, but we're off to a fire start, phenomenal start. All thanks to you guys tuning in, showing love, being active. But my guess for Thursday, and I know I'm stalling. So what? I'm creating that anticipation. Wait. So my guess for Thursday, none other than, well, hold on. Wait. Let me give you a little bit of his notes, his accolades. He's a 2nd-round draft pick to the Cincinnati Bengals at wide receiver. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler. 3-time Pro Bowler. That's hard to do. 17-time Sports Emmy Award winner. I'll say that again. He is a 17-time Sports Emmy Award winner. Yeah. Sports Broadcasting Hall of Fame. My guess for Thursday, Chris Collinsworth. Who. Yeah. I'm excited about it. Truly, I am. With me just getting into this media space and getting a chance to sit down and have a conversation with a media mogul, Chris Collinsworth is that. Like, no matter what you say, what we say, man, he has been incredible, and at his job, he has checked every box. He's been successful in many areas of his life and in many ways. So me just getting into the media, to have this man take his time to come join me on my show, on my young channel, as we're building here with those that rep the set, man, that's major. I'm excited. I need all you guys tuned in. I need you tuned in. I need you waiting in the lobby before we start on Thursday. Chris Collinsworth, everybody, like that's major. I'm telling you, that is major. 17-time Sports Emmy Award winner. Yo, I'm telling you, that's big time. That's big time for sure. All right, my good people. Drop me a couple questions in the chat right now if you got anything for me. Let me get you guys the would you rather of the night. Let's get your mind going. It's the thing we're gonna do here on the set. We're gonna really get into the mental. We're gonna tap into the mental. I want to see how you guys think. All right, give me just a second. Let me find my would you rather. And drop some questions in the chat. Shout out my guys pulling in. Shout out in the trenches. Ooh, just dropped a bag on me. Shout out in the trenches. For real. He said, T-stead, we love you forever here in Miami. I love you too. In the trenches, I love you. I love Miami. Is Patrick Paul the real deal? Patrick Paul is the real deal. GMO free, organic, no additives, no preservatives. He's the real deal. I strongly believe in Pat. I believe in his work and his intent, his mindset of being the best and dominating, protecting Tua with his life. So, yes, to me, P. Paul the real deal, and he's gonna show you guys too. All right, let me find that. Would you rather? Ooh, in the trenches, dropped a bag on your boy. Yeah, I appreciate you. Okay. All right, here we go. I got a really good would you rather question for you guys. I need everybody get that chat, get in that chat, get ready. Okay, here we go. Would you rather be stuck in an elevator 10 floors up, crowded, all strangers, or be stuck at the top of a roller coaster, like leaning forward, like hold on, like you on the roller coaster, but you stuck in that position, like right here. Look. So what I want to know: would you rather be stuck in a crowded elevator, not too crowded where you can't breathe and claustrophobic and all that? No, but it's all strangers. You don't know anybody in here. Or would you rather be stuck at the top of the roller coaster, 300 feet, 400 feet in the air, just as that decline starting, like that first drop, and you just stuck. So you leaning forward, you leaning on the seat belt. What you doing? Okay. See, roller coaster, roller coaster. Okay, everybody rather be stuck on a roller coaster. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I'm not saying I'm afraid of heights, but I'm not a fan of it either, though. Like, I'm not really into that. So I don't know. I might get out, and there's no tell how long we're stuck, elevator or roller coaster. But just on that incline, you leaning on them seatbelts like this. Hold on. You just leaning on those seatbelts. Nah, dog. Nah. Mm-mm. I might have to go elevator. I might have to go elevator. For real. Dude, Master Funk said, are there babes in the elevator? Come on, man. Come on. We talking life and death. You want to go on a date? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go elevator. All right, my guys, ladies and gentlemen, I greatly appreciate you tuning in to another episode of The Set. I'm your host, T-stead. Please spam that like button. Comment as much as you want. I don't care if you do the ABCs in the comment. Do it in the comment. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just drop a comment. Give me your opinion on the show. Let me know how I'm doing. You know, we're new to this together. So give me your criticism. I'm coachable for sure. Comment. Let me know how I go. What you thought about the show. What you think about what we got going on. Share to all your friends. Don't gatekeep. I know I'm handsome, but share. All right. Send it to your friends. Send it to your family, your group chat, all that. You know, send it over. Share and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to your boy. Let's get those numbers up. We're climbing. We've been going up. We're going up. All right, and we're going to keep going up because of y'all. Y'all the ones that have laid this foundation of the set and make it to where I can talk openly and freely and with no problem. Like, I want to have that environment. And you guys continue to comment and let me know how I'm doing. If you agree with the take, you disagree, let me know. You know, and we can talk. We can talk about it respectfully. We can do that. No problems at all. All right, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. T-stead on the set. I'm out. Shout out Pine Bluff too. Arkansas Pine Bluff. Yeah. Arkansas Pine Bluff. Yeah.